I used the gifts that God blessed me with within a system. I was a teacher. I was a football coach. I loved the coaching part. I hated the system in general, loved the kids, loved the other people I taught with, worked with. But it was a system that truly at the end of the day didn't let me fully develop the gifts that God had given me. And so I was working in a system that was not attached to reality because it was, basically, created by the government and supported by the government. And so there was no real trade involved. So you don't even know what you're doing is really that valuable. It's just, it's a crutch more than anything, but for people to go pursue things. But ultimately, I struggled with that for a long time because I thought, the right thing to do as a Christian was just to be selfless and just to go, use my God-given talents in terms of teaching and coaching. And I thought I should just give up all pursuits of any kind of financial rewards, and that it was just wrong to do that. But over time, I realized that being within that type of system was never going to allow me to develop my gifts to the full capacity and to support, because of the desire for us to have a large family, for my wife to stay home with them and not have to go get a job and pay somebody else to raise our kids. Like, that's what we valued. But the system wasn't going to ever give us enough money in that way because they dictated, doesn't matter how hard you work, you're going to get a paycheck and based off a pay scale, and it's not even going to cover inflation and all those things. But eventually, it's just like, no, that's not it. Like, God has given me specific skills. And if all I do is learn how to also add entrepreneurship and business, which is really just agency and being self-reliant and not relying on other people to package your God-given talents and skills and all those things and trade them with others. But long story short, I guess those beliefs, those limiting beliefs that were holding me back. And now, after leaving that, I feel so much more authentic to what God has called me to do. I feel like I'm truly doing more with those skills and talents and whatever that God blessed me with. And so I just spent so long thinking that I had to, just keep my desires down and work within that system with these skills. But after leaving and going on my own and pursuing business and entrepreneurship, I realized it was just a thing that I imposed on myself.